Hi everyone, I am Jack Red, and I'm going to do a tribute to the nostalgia Critic. One thing I had to bring up is that I've seen a lot of his videos, and a lot of them I actually seen back when I was a kid. Man, a lot of them were bad, some of them were okay, some of them were good. I have to be honest with you, I did see Double Dare when I was a kid. I didn't see too much of the show, I would say. I actually ended up seeing more of Double Dare 2000. But when I did see the original one, I was hooked. I wanted to see more of it. You know, he did a good job revealing some good shit. And even better, revealing the really god-awful shit. So, I did see Steel, I did see Kazam, which I considered to be the Shit-tastic Shaq double feature, which is horrible, beyond your imagination. Only two things that Shaquille O'Neal actually did were worse. His rapping career, and the game Shaq Fu. With that being said, the guy is a genius, and I actually want to ask some support from you, the fans. I'm going to get two old versus new videos into makings. And I think this can be done if there's a mass fan request for him. I mean, he did Pokemon the first movie, Full House, and some other refills just because there was mass response from the fans. So I think if we can pull together, we can get both of these ideas up. And he'll be doing them and we're all going to be happy. You know, it's going to be exciting. I have one that will be good for the month of October. Now, this is going to kind of break the format of new versus old. It doesn't matter how I say it here. Because, like, if you've seen his previous ones, it's basically movies. If he can break the format just once to do a movie against a TV series, a short-lived one to be exact, then this could be really good. I'm talking about, of course, The Shining. Stanley Kubrick versus Stephen King. Who's going to win is up to you. It's quite obvious that majority is going to say Stanley Kubrick's version. I'm not going to disagree with that because I thought that his version was better than Stephen King's version. There was just things in Stephen King's version that I just did not like. In fact, the reason why there is a Stephen King version is because Stephen King himself did not like Stanley Kubrick's version, as it was a departure from the book, as he states. But, hell, I guess a lot of people love that departure more than his version, so I guess there's no real complaint there. The other idea I had was a good month for December. I was talking about what if we compared two movies. They're in the same category too. Dr. Seuss, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, and the classic one is 1966, while the live action one with Jim Carrey is 2000. And this would be a good comparison. I know one thing a lot of you are probably thinking, how can he do this comparison if the original one is not even half an hour long? You got a good point right there. It is going to be tough for him to take footages of that movie and throw it in there. It's most likely he has to reuse some of the images he used just to get this to look right. But you know something? If he's taking this risk, then he's definitely good. He's a damn good critic. Why can't he do something this difficult? You know, it is a challenge if he can basically do this comparison with the two Grinch movies and brings up like basically brings up like how he's able to basically if he can do the impossible, basically taking important footages of the original movie and make it not look like he's reusing it, then the guy's a genius without question. He has to make them like really very short compared to the live action ones. But hell, he's been doing a good job with the Lord of the Ring one. And he did do Batman vs. Dark Knight, even though I think Dark Knight should have won. Thank you very much. There is one bad thing I did to say, and I'm just saying this as a fellow critic. I remember him actually saying in the beginning of the Lord of the Rings one, well, that's because my opinion is better than you, and how about this? My opinion is better than you if I end up doing my Resident Evil take. Well, I'm still thinking though, do I want to do the original game to the remake, or should I basically do the game with the little pieces of the remake with the movie? I know what you're probably thinking, it's going to be a landslide, and it's most likely that it is going to be a landslide. But I do not doubt that there is some areas that the movie will win in. So, with that being said, I'm hoping for this particular one, on the Willy Wonka one he's actually going to do, I can already see some points he's going to bring up. First off, they got a whole bunch of guys to do the Oompa Loompas, and you got one guy to do it in the remake. They could have got like a couple other guys to do that, but oh well. Another thing that struck me about the remake is how amazingly good this one looked. you gotta think majority of the remakes would suck, right? This one is an exception. It was a damn good remake. I am a fan of Tim Burton and Johnny Depp. This was a damn good remake by every sense of the word, and both me and Raymond loved this movie more. But my parents are more in favor of the original, which is understandable. It's a damn good movie too. I'm not gonna just argue over it because both are really good movies. You know, it's really hard to debate which one is actually better. It's definitely a hot topic to bring up. But if you think about it though, with both these movies, there is some other differences. Like the spoiled brat. Like in the original version of the movie, she ends up going on that scale where she gets dropped down as a bad egg. In the remake, she ends up screwing around with the squirrels, and the whole bunch tests her to be a bad nut and throws her down the thing. I mean, that's one difference. Another difference, and one that me and Raven like, is that with the gamer in place of the cowboy TV fan, I like that idea. What I didn't like though is that they replaced a karate chick in place of a girl that actually looks like one I met from the program that I'm still depressed about to this day. I did not like that at all. Of course you know what I'm talking about, the one that turns like all blue, like it turns into a giant blueberry. But yeah, what I'm trying to get at is I really want your support. I really want either old versus new to happen. Either The Shining or Dr. Seuss How the Grinch Stole Christmas. One or the other, or maybe both will happen one day. All I need is you to constantly contact him, to constantly request for him to do these videos. If we succeed, we will see either video being made, be on the schedule, and we're all going to just be like, oh hell yeah. So, with that being said, I am really hoping that this idea of mine works. And I hope a lot of you will come through your end and we'll see him. And I'm Jack Ryan, I'll be doing the video, and I'll see y'all later.